has a huge range of benefits for both parent and child, and you'll probably be surprised at the positive effect that regular reading has on a child's speech development. So tell me, Mel, what should parents do when they're reading to their children?
Yeah, so, regular reading time is so important. It provides lots of different vocab that kids don't necessarily see on their day-to-day, around the house vocab.
Like Dr. Seuss in particular.
Dr. Seuss is great for other reasons, but not so much vocab necessarily. But it gives kids exposure to a range of animals and objects and things that they don't necessarily come across their everyday life. So it builds vocab, and vocab is one of the biggest predictors of reading success when they're at school.
Wow.
Yeah. Not to mention the whole understanding how a book works and how to turn the pages and where the words are, and all of those things directly relate to their ability to read when they're older. The other thing reading does is just creates that opportunity for lots and lots of language input. So the more we speak to children, the better the language outcomes are going to be. And regular book time just provides that mode of lots and lots of input. They hear different sentence structures, they hear all the different sounds in words, so it has a really big impact. One of the things we try and advocate for with young children with reading is that reading a book can be more than just reading the words on the page. So there is so much vocab and discussion to be had around a book that doesn't have to just be Jack and Jill went to school. So things like talking about a child's own experiences that they can link to the book. Jack and Jill are going to school. Ooh, we go to school sometimes, don't we? What do we go to school for? And you start that as a branch for conversation. Or predicting what might happen next in the story. So, he's climbing up the hill. Oh, what do you think's going to happen next? He's going to fall over the edge, whatever. So that whole being able to use those books to predict what's going to happen next. Think about what the story might be about. Think about why characters do the things that they did. And obviously you adjust that depending on the age of the kid. So a really small child, you can still read to, but it might be more about just labeling some of the objects. Oh, look, there's a car. Green car. Oh, red car. Whoa, fast car. So that you sort of, modelling that language at the right level, and not necessarily having to just do the words. And then even multiple readings of the same book means that they can remember what comes next.
They sure do. Your child always has a favourite book that you have to read every single night. You don't even need to read it anymore.
But it's brilliant.
It is great.
It means that they are learning the vocab, they know what comes next, and after multiple readings, they can start to correct you when you make mistakes.
And know when you've skipped pages.
Yep, and know when it's time to turn the page. And so again, all of that links into that literacy later, because they start to be able to go, they're not really reading, but they can know that one of those squiggly lines there marks a word. I know at the end of that I'm going to turn the page, and they can fix you up when you've made a mistake.
Yeah, I love it. So how often then should children be read to?
As often as they can. No, look, every day is great, and it doesn't have to be a huge long reading session, but sort of adjusting on the age of the child. So a really small 12 months old, I think I was reading to my baby at 6 months old, and wrapped up in their little snuggly blanket for bedtime, and that was just our routine, was to read a story before bed. So that you get into that routine and it becomes a part of the natural routine, and obviously then adjusting the reading as you go, but 10 minutes sort of is a good sort of period of time. On a good day, you might read a couple of books in that time, or you might extend that 10 minutes out because you're enjoying it so much.
Yeah.
So sort of
as much as you can,
as much as you can tolerate it.
Yeah, as much as you can tolerate it, and as much as the kids can engage with it, I guess.
Yeah, definitely.
I love it. So how early then should parents? You said 6 months, but
yeah, look, there's never too early.
Yeah.
Obviously you're not necessarily expecting to get anything out of it at that sort of
baby in belly, read stories.
Yeah, why not? I think even if from a language development sort of perspective, at that sort of 3 to 6 month mark, you're not expecting miracles. What it does is it sets that routine and that expectation that, you know, and it's calming in terms of that bedtime routine and getting kids into bed and
going
asleep.
to sleep. Yeah.
So, you know, as part of the routine of bath, pajamas, read a book, bed.
It's a beautiful routine.
Yeah. And so, we've got photos of us snuggled with a book at 6 months old, and it's, you know, and it's just nice mum baby or dad baby time.
I agree.
It's quiet time. It's enjoyable, and they're the memories of
when you
my
actually
kids.
get the word in.
And it's the memories of my kids when they were really young that I really enjoy. That I look back on and go, you know, that was really just a nice time to be able to sort of snuggle on the couch together or in bed together before bedtime. So
I love it. So if you don't already read regularly with your child, it's time to make a habit out of it. So work reading time into your daily schedule as a fun and calming activity. And if you have any concerns whatsoever about your child's speech development, definitely give Mel and the team a call from Coastal Kids Speech Pathology.